hope everybody's here to console me. I got blocked on TikTok tonight. It was embarrassing. It was in front of my friends. And all I was doing was trying to tell her she wasn't reading a DFS report, that she was reading a supplemental report while she was calling someone else a liar. She didn't like that. So now I can't even see her on TikTok anymore. So that's a good thing, because she's the same person that told Gypsy to lie to her parole officer. Yeah.
Purina 1, we
there goes my ad, but
wow.
There we go. So anyway, yeah, I got blocked. That's the news. And this woman is Gypsy's friend for the moment, because everyone that has done this before is why is that? Hold on a minute. Okay, there we go. Let me just do that. So everyone that's been that way with Gypsy before, they defend her for a certain amount of time. Something goes on with the family or whatever, they get kicked to the curb, and then they want to let the truth bombs come flying out. And what was interesting, hi Lexi, she blocks everyone that doesn't agree with her. So you mean I'm not special that I got blocked? Are you serious? Have you been blocked, Lexi? That's my first block. Yeah. That's my first TikTok live ever, too. I think it's my first TikTok live. One that I ever chatted, and I didn't even know what a TikTok live was. I just said, you're not reading this the DFS report. You're reading the supplemental report. And then I said, Gypsy's not a victim of Munchausen's by proxy. And then I said, but you told Gypsy to lie to her PO. I mean, the truth, right? She didn't like it. She didn't like it, and she blocked me. And I've never seen that before. And I said to everybody, because we were in a Zoom, a few of us, and I was sharing my screen and typing up, and then my comments, I said, why are my comments going in like 4 times the same comment? And then it was like that big sad face, and it said the host has blocked you. So that's it. That's it for me. But I don't understand. She said that her video was taken down before that. Why does a video get taken down? What'd she get taken down for? I don't understand that. Blah, 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 blocked. She can't have a normal discussion, I guess. She stays up for hours. Really, Lexi? You can be on a 17-hour TikTok live? So I thought TikTok had time. I guess maybe they changed. She stays on for 17 hours battling for Gypsy? No, it's right up there. It's what is it? Bringing the facts. DA, not the facts. Bringing the facts. She goes back and forth sometimes too, but she can't handle YouTube. She can't handle YouTube. Why? Because she can't block people? I've seen another creator show that, well, all the creators know about her. Okay. She has a lot of time. Oh, not Gypsy, Pinkberry. This is her friend. She's making Gypsy look worse. But just imagine when that relationship goes sour, right? I wonder what's going to happen when that goes sour, the way it's gone sour with other people, right? That other creator just threw out everything. And she says she didn't know that she was live when she told Gypsy to lie to her parole officer, right? She didn't know she was live. And she's not very smart because she said that Gypsy could tell them if she had been texting or communicating with different people. She could say that it was a number spoofer. Are you, like, I don't think she's too schooled with true crime, because they take the phone. They don't just look at the number, Bree. They would take her phone or her device. It wouldn't matter. A number spoofer wouldn't make any difference. If she was texting somebody from her phone, they download it from the phone. She is a real scholar. I'm sorry. That was crazy what she told her. But she told her on a live to lie to her PO. Unbelievable. And now, like, she's picking apart, I guess, another creator and saying the creator lied because it's not the exact words that's in a supplemental report. But she's saying that a supplemental report is the DFS report, and it's not. And she's saying, well, that's all we have, so that's got to be the same thing. Really, Lexi? Wow. Yeah, it's I'm really not crushed by it, okay? Because it's more aggravating to see someone that is calling. It's aggravating to see someone that doesn't know what they're talking about, and someone that's just going to sit there and defend Gypsy and lie about her and say that her mother had Munchausen's by proxy and all that stuff that we know. I want to say, I did say to her, I said, really, how come she had this and Gypsy was so abused, but Kristy even went on social media and wrote that they can't get a lawyer to take her case and they'll leave it up to Gypsy. And then Gypsy went on another podcast with that guy with the V, I forget what his name is, and said that no lawyer will take the case. Why do you think no lawyer will take the case? Because there's no Munchausen's by proxy. Okay, so yeah. She was trying, yes, I heard that too, there, Lexi, that's what's happening, yep. So, other than that, we watched, I think it was an ID Discovery. And it was back a ways because a creator that now is saying there was no Munchausen's or anything, was kind of still like saying some stuff. So it was a while ago, but they showed Nick Godejohn's trial in there, and they showed Gypsy's testimony, and they showed some old footage of her and her mother doing interviews, the one where, Gypsy says, they say fairy tales don't really come true, but this is a happy ending and fairy tales do come true in this case. Okay, so you had to talk to someone with an open mind. Yeah, she's very argumentative and very angry. And when people are very angry like that, it's like, because if you have the facts and you're like, okay, let's see, right over here we got this fact, and here you can look at this, and you shouldn't be angry. When people are angry, yeah, it could mean they have some passion, but her type of anger and the way she's blocking people, usually because they're trying to force something, and anything that goes against it, so they get very angry. And it doesn't really bolster people into believing that that's the truth. Gypsy testified for the... No, actually, in what we watched today, And what we watched today, it said it was the defense, Lexi. It said it was the defense's key witness. That's what it said. Yeah, and you know what else they said? They said in that, I think it was ID Discovery, they said that Dee Dee's neck was almost severed. I have not heard that anywhere else. She tried to make herself look like the victim. She tried pinning everything on him. Yep, that didn't work. She did say she was scared of him. She thought she was going to walk out of there. Did you notice, you know what I noticed today, another thing about her interrogation? When she was sitting there talking to the detective, investigator, and she was talking about her mother and stuff, and what Nick did, she had a short sleeve shirt on. And remember, she had that bite. And remember, she was very calculated because you kept seeing her doing something to her arm. And what I think she was doing is she kept taking that bite and kept pressing it so that it would definitely be very, very bruised. And so when she was talking to the detective, she went to wipe away, her tears that she had, that she said she had. And she grabbed the sleeve of her shirt so that it exposed that bite. Did you notice that? Did you notice that she deliberately... See, she's very cunning. She is very cunning. She may say she has a second grade education, but she is very calculating and very cunning. And she knows exactly what she's doing. And so when you think about this, a lot of people may see the planning as, the knife and the messages and this and that. But everything she told him to do after, the reason, she wanted him to be rough with her, okay, was to make it appear an assault. See, that was going to get her off the hook. She was going to say, she first said she had no knowledge of what he was going to do, and that he armed her, right, in every way after he unalived her mother. She was very, very calculating. She knew exactly what she was doing, and there's more. I mean, I saw that with the shirt. Because I remember the first time I was watching, I was like, what is she doing with her arm? She was doing it under the blanket. She was doing it constantly with her arm. But then when she went to wipe, like there were tissues in that room. There's always tissues in those rooms. There's no reason she had to use the sleeve of a t-shirt, right? And frankly, most people, hi little lady, if they were going to use their t-shirt or something, they'd probably grab it from here, okay? But she grabbed it from over there in order to expose that part of her arm, with trying not to be obvious. So, I mean, that takes a lot of forethought. And maybe she even told him where exactly she wanted to be bitten, right? And he said that, and he was very forthcoming that he didn't want to do that kind of stuff. He didn't want to hurt her, but she really said she liked it and she wanted that. And she wanted to be like marked by him, So, yeah, she's like one of these people in a Lifetime movie that you see puts like vegetables in a sock, and frozen vegetables, and they whack themselves all over and pretend that some boyfriend did it to them or some husband. That's what she reminds me of. She was really, really, really thinking about this. That's why I think she's absolutely dangerous. And all of these people that are defending her, watch out, because she's that calculating and that cunning. Watch out. Watch out if she gets jealous enough of her sister. Watch out. Watch out. She could plant stuff. She could get somebody in trouble. She could plant something illegal in somebody's car and just make sure that the police are there. Do all kinds of things to people she wants to disappear. Maybe it won't be, maybe they won't be disappearing in that respect, but maybe they'll be disappearing another way. I've got to watch that movie, Lexi. I always say that, and I've got to go watch that movie. But yeah, even I'd be careful if I was her sister with her relationship, because people like that could do really sick things, like plant something under a seat to make it look like somebody's cheating on the other one. Yeah. She's calculating. She is very calculating. Did you ever see the exhibits that was supposed to be shown in the case of Nick about Gypsy? Which ones, Lexi? Which ones? You're talking about crime scene photos? Hold on a minute. I'm in top chat and that's not good. I would be scared to death. You want to call in? Do you want to call in, Lexi? Is it easier to talk if you call in? If you want to call in, just let me know. I'll give you the number. That's scary. Someone like that is scary. They have some video that they got from her phone. Oh yes, I saw those. Yeah, where she made the stab. Yes, the stabbing motions. Yes. Yeah, she wanted to make sure. She didn't think that anybody. Here's the thing. Did she not think that they were going to take Nick's phone? Did she not think that stuff was going to be shown? Like, I can't believe. Did she get rid of those phones? Like, you would think she would have done that. That she would have gotten rid of both of those phones. Isn't that weird? She thought of all that stuff, but she didn't think about the phones, the messages. Yeah, that is sick. Her phone only had 2 weeks on it. She left everything on Nick's phone, and anytime she would want to talk about it, they would go to another social site. Yeah, but it doesn't matter, because he would still have her messages on his phone. So that wouldn't help, because there would be her messages. You know what I mean? I'm surprised she didn't destroy those, throw those in a river somewhere, and get 2 new phones. She made sure to text the bad things. Yeah, but what is recovered was bad enough. You know what I mean? It was bad. I forget what, oh, and I don't know if you saw it, because I just wanted to go over somebody today on my, hi Missouri, how are you? Good to see you. Somebody was saying about the ultrasound video, and I'm sorry, last night I lost my internet. Boom, went just like that. So I don't know whether they were working on them, maintenance, or whatever the heck it was, but yeah, that was like, whew. It got way worse, but her phone was 2 weeks old. Yeah, but it was still she, you know what I mean? That was a slip up on her part for that. I mean, it's good that she didn't get it because we see who she is, but the other thing, okay, a couple of other things. So Gypsy had multiple Facebook accounts. She had multiple names that, right, she used. And so when people say, like somebody came in here and said, I forget what the name was, that they think she's here, and like, not here, I don't mean here per se, here. She may be here, I don't know, but here on YouTube, here on social media, in other names. Okay? So that if her PO says, you know, don't contact this person or that person, she's thinking like she can do it under a different social media account or something. But she doesn't realize it's going to be tied to the device. But anyway. There was another thing I was going to say. Oh, about the ultrasound. So today, when I checked before that interview I had with that woman, though, that's a crazy story. You should listen to that. So before I did that, I looked at the comments, and someone was saying that someone is saying that that's not a real doctor's office and that it's a training video and all of this. No, that's not true. And I did a small little short just to show the ultrasound place is in New Orleans. It's called Sweet Pea. They have an Instagram presence. You can go to their Instagram. You will see other, weeks worth of months of other ultrasounds they've done for other people. It is legit. I do not believe this woman would risk her business. People were upset that Gypsy got the free ultrasound, but she did. And I just screen recorded, so I didn't. The due date looks like. It's not the due date. That was the date she had it, which was 8/16/2024. So her baby does look of the age that 17 weeks, 16 weeks, it looks like that. Yeah, Alexis is not far from her. You ran into her and Ken in the French Quarter when she left to go for the weekend with her dad. Really, Lexi? Interesting. But it is real. It's not a training video. It's a real website, and the technician and the owner that did her ultrasound is right on the Instagram photo. So, I know that I don't like when lies are like spreading or something. Yeah, believe me, I didn't think she was pregnant either. I didn't. I'm very shocked. But it's what it is, Is what it is. Usually they put LMP, last menstrual period, and sometimes you could be seeing that last menstrual period date. I don't know where you're seeing that, but It was done on 8/16/2024. And her due date is January 22nd. I think that's the real deal. I don't think that woman would risk her business and lie. So I don't, it's not a point of that. It's a point of being afraid. I mean, I don't know, what kind of, she should be going to some parenting classes. I don't know if her parole officer could recommend them to her. She really doesn't know much about domestic things or anything, right? The month doesn't look like it looks okay. I'm not saying she's not pregnant. I don't know. I think it was last week. I don't think it's Ryan's baby. The woman that owns the business probably watched the actor HBO and felt bad for her. Probably Lexi. Yep. I wonder, as someone also said, that was all done for Lifetime, so that would make it pretty sure that they are filming the Lifetime the next season. I don't know when that'll air. Now, speaking of things airing, Scott Peterson's 3-part documentary series on Peacock was debuted today. Now, we watched a little bit of it. I have to get my Peacock password. I think I have one, but Jimmy was already in bed, so it'll have to be tomorrow. We watched a little bit of it from what's out there. His hair's looking kind of funky. Like, I don't know, maybe when he came on, remember he had it was all slicked back like in a ponytail, and maybe he freaked out when he saw those pictures. So now he's got this hair. It's really bizarre. Let me see if I can find a picture of Scott's hair now. It's really, really bizarre right now. I don't know. Let me see if I can get a picture of it. I'm trying to get a picture of this because it was so bizarre. There's one here, but it's not, because it literally looks like he put shoe polish on it. It was so dark, and it was long, and it looked really, really sure he had some kind of a product in it, but it looked just gross. And now every picture I'm seeing of it, it's not showing what I saw tonight. So I guess it's just showing this one. I don't know. Okay. Doesn't want to go over there. Okay, it doesn't want to go over. It's being very difficult. But I'll try to find one for tomorrow or something. Hi, Baby Diamond. Oh, I think Scott is 100% guilty too, Baby Diamond. I don't think anybody, I mean, no, I shouldn't say that. I can't speak. It's like crazy that he's thinking this. And like someone said there, if this DNA comes back with this duct tape, comes back with Scott's DNA, they're going to lock him away and throw away the key. I mean, this is just so crazy that his sister-in-law, Janie, has him thinking, and you know, they think that he's going like, well, if somebody saw Lacey walking the dog after I left, that means I wasn't the last person to see her. Somebody could think they saw Lacey. We all know what happened. I mean, it's like, come on. Come on. Oh, you just got off work? Okay. But yeah, I got blocked on TikTok, BB Diamond. It's sad, but Gypsy's friend blocked me, and I was just trying to tell her the truth about something, but she didn't like it. She blocked me. Now I can't watch her lie anymore on TikTok. That was my first TikTok live ever, and it didn't end. I got blocked. It was embarrassing. It was in front of some of my friends. But Lexi told me I'm not alone. She said she's blocked. A lot of people are, that she blocks anybody that says anything. And I didn't say anything nasty or anything. I just said, that's not the DFS report. I said, that's the supplemental report. You'll keep me updated? Okay. So I'm blocked. Hello, Linda. Did you win anything? I got blocked on TikTok and you missed it. My first block. Yeah, I got blocked. I was just trying to clear up something. She wouldn't listen to me. Next thing I know, somebody's like, really, True Crime Chat? Really? And that's it. Blocked. She couldn't take the heat. Oh, wow. Good for you. Good for you. Don't give it back. Don't give it back. What about Tina? Tina get anything? Just saying, she said she was 17 weeks and 2 days. Yes. 3 days isn't that far off from what she said from April 14th to April 16th. Okay. Yeah, I don't know, Angela. $35? Okay. All right. Don't give it back. So, if anybody wants to call in, you can call in, but Gypsy posted something today, like her daily routine or something. Her daily routine is what to expect when expecting the book, right? That doesn't even look like it's been really read, okay? It doesn't, because usually when you read that book, it's a soft cover. It's like it gets bent up, all this stuff. It looks just brand new. That, a prepared small container of some cut up fruit, and a Stanley, I guess this is probably the giant thermos that Ken got her to drink her water. Just a Stanley, one of those travel cups in a like a beige, and she had that on like a desk, and that's her daily routine. Okay, Gyps. That's her daily routine. The ultrasound's at 4:14. But see, they don't do it the way the doctor's offices do it. The doctor's offices usually have the date, the last menstrual period, the number of weeks. I didn't see that on those Sweet Pea ones. So anyway, yeah, so she had that on Instagram. And what else did she have? Let me see if I'll show you. I think I can get a picture of that. But I bet you that's the thermos that Ken said he got her. Okay, hang on. That's it. So see how she has the ultrasound picture in the back. PR companies treating her right. This book looks like the only time she opened it was for that picture before, to me. And that's my opinion. Here's her cup. And there's her little bit of fruit. Her daily routine. So it looks like the PR company is trying to rehabilitate her image. I don't know what that PR company is, but it's probably maybe the first time they've ever tried to rehabilitate the image of someone who unalived their mother. Probably think that is probably the first time they've ever done anything like that. She's like dying to post. She needs the attention. And you got to, she's coming with the Stanley Cup, right? That was so last year. She's like a day late and a dollar short to almost anything. But I don't know. She's trying so hard. But it's not working. I think more and more people, the more she keeps this up, the more attention she's bringing to herself, like of wanting to be, because now like she's trying to be like a mommy blogger and stuff like that, instead of, she was going to be an advocate. Well, that didn't work out. And then I'm just going to do my life because can't be an advocate. So she really thinks she's going to, be this social media influencer, mom, blogger. Okay. All right, Gyps. And what's going to happen is, it's going to happen. So let's see. I got one of the first itemized screenshots she put out of when she slept with Ryan, with who, and when she left. She's always trying to get sponsored. Yeah, I'm sure it's their first time. Little lady, have you seen some of her spelling when writing? Some of Gypsy's? Well, she says she only has a second grade education. She left Ryan? Well, because, see, Gypsy wanted to get back together with Ken because her stepmother told her that Ken just wanted her to find herself, and the stepmother pushed her to do it and really was interfering and meddling. But Gypsy thinks that if you have an argument, then that's the end. And now she's saying she's just going to try to take Ken and her relationship 1 week at a time. Exactly. She had 8 years to educate herself. Did she ever get her GED? She could have taken college courses when she was behind bars and made something, useful with her, did something useful with her time. So, I don't know. I think she probably, I don't think she, I cannot even imagine. I'm scared. I hope they do have care for that baby, that they get her a nanny or whatever. She refused anything else. Plus, refused therapy. I heard that. She got her GED. It took her 5 years. That's like Tommy boy. Yeah, Tommy. No, yeah, Richard. A lot of people go to college for 7 years. Yeah, Tommy, and they're called doctors. There's a Joel Guy Jr. Okay. I was typing and didn't see your response. Yeah, so she got her GED. But I think she gives up on everything. Just like when she fell on that bike, it was just immediate. I don't think she probably ever went to get back on that bike. And now, of course, she won't do it because she's pregnant. Can't believe the similarities in the wording. What? I'm missing something there. So, it's very possible the doctors don't want her videotaping her appointments, and it could be that some hospitals will not allow you to videotape births. I know the hospital I was in would not allow any video recording during the birth, none. Because that if something happens, they don't want that down. They won't. There's absolutely none. Remember that show, A Baby Story, on TLC that used to be on? And I always thought, well, how do they do a baby story? What if you're on a baby story and they're not going to allow the cameras in? But it's very possible maybe her doctors don't want that. Maybe they don't want a whole bunch of backlash, or maybe they think it'll be interfering with the other patients, and because of HIPAA and everything, they don't want camera crews around. Because what if, you can't help, what if there's something on a screen and their camera gets it? They don't want to probably take that liability. Now, I know that they did something the first time, but we don't know that they didn't get in trouble for that, right? We don't know what happened. That was the only time we saw something, and that, it didn't look like a doctor's office, but there could have been backlash about that, okay? There could have been. And maybe they were told, their staff, we're not going to have this anymore. So maybe when she goes, they say, no, not going to happen. Okay? I don't know. So, Fetch Banana says, I can't believe it's a girl. Daughters will call you out on your BS as soon as they can talk. No filter. Yeah. I think Gypsy's the kind, too, to get very jealous. So I think she will probably get jealous if Ken is spending too much time, with the baby, or if she's going to him and not to her, that kind of stuff. Because she seems like that kind. Yet I still don't see her wanting, to get up at night or to change diapers or to interrupt her, 2-hour makeup and contouring routine in the morning, or any of that. I don't see her doing that. And then let's not forget, she's really pregnant. So what about Gypsy, who says, basically she has anger issues and she blows up like that? What about that with postpartum depression? Or even just postpartum hormones, right? What about that? She could have signed a contract for them to be allowed to have access regardless of HIPAA. I do home care. Someone has power of attorney. No, what I mean, some places will not let you videotape. Not about having access to records. I'm talking about videotaping. Some offices will not allow you to do that. Because it's too easy. If they walk through a hallway and let's just say somebody has something out and they could get that. I've heard that before. And I know in the hospital lot that I delivered in, they do not allow videotaping of births. They do not allow it. So that's what I mean. Her doctor's office couldn't say, we don't want this 3-ring circus here. We don't want Lifetime here. We don't want anything like that. Oh yeah, she won't. Unless. I don't know. She's definitely something. They need to advertise and let them do it. I don't know, Angelia. Oh my gosh, my screen just blipped. I hope I don't lose internet again. I've lost it 3 times today. But I think we're still on. I don't know, what was that about? That was scary. So, what other things are there? So this new season of Life After Lockup, it's going to follow what? It's going to follow, but they already announced the pregnancy. So we're going to see the gender reveal, which we basically all saw. We're going to probably see some more about her lawyer, some more about her makeup artist that flew in to do her makeup, and we've seen snippets of that. We're going to see these things. So I guess her thinking about Ken, and Ken, that he can't stay there and that she has to go there 2 days a week, and she's probably going to have a meltdown about that on there, right? And then we'll see something where that crib, we're going to see that crib, more about that Hobby Lobby trip, but which is interesting because of Hobby Lobby, but, oh, it's 3 p.m. Oh, good. I'm glad you caught it too. Minnie. I'm not sure what your name is, Minnie. Minna? Put my glasses on, right? Ministina. Hi, Ministina. The makeup artist got so much backlash. Oh, really? Where did she come from, the makeup artist? Was she someone that did her makeup for one of the, for Lifetime? Instead of spending thousands on a PR company, she should have used... You got my name right. Oh, okay, good. I'm glad I got your name right. I'm not always great on names. Okay, Alexis Oakley, she's in LA. Oh, but she's from Missouri. So I have another thing. So now, apparently, there's another person that completely lied about things. Adaptive Kate, have you guys heard that? And that wasn't true. And I believe she even had her leg amputated or something and said it was for a totally different reason. And then now she's been found out that she's not who she says she is. Did you guys hear that? A lot of stuff going on these YouTube streets. There's a lot of people who are not who they say they are. She lied about being a victim. Yeah. A lot of people are upset because a lot of people... You heard it was a... You heard it was a frog bite. Oh, a dog bite that caused her to get the leg amputated? Yeah, I mean, and a lot of people are upset because, yeah, I don't know about it, if Gypsy even knew her, but apparently she shut down all of her social media. Yeah, and then, you know, it's like any kind of betrayal, like, you know... Especially, I guess, when people feel really bad about somebody and they're donating to them and they're, you know, getting invested in caring about these people, and then you find out, you know, it's not true. It's like that woman that was faking cancer, right? And she was getting donations and all this stuff and saying she had this horrible cancer. I don't know how anybody does that anyway. It's like, it's just crazy. But they go out and they do this and they got all these donations, and then they didn't have cancer. It's like just crazy. But I don't know. I didn't support her. I just watched YouTubers talk about her and Gypsy going back and forth. Yeah. And look now, they're both lied, right? I was a Gypsy supporter till I saw the police interrogations. Yeah, I think the police interrogations, you know, you can watch that, and if you watched them like all the way through, especially like there's parts where she's down on the floor trying to listen under the door, but the stuff she does with her arm, and then today when I noticed that like how she grabbed that sleeve to wipe her nose in order to expose her arm, and that bite. Yeah, Angelia screwed up. I mean, it's crazy. And more's coming out about, you know, like I think more and more people are starting to see things, And I think we're going to start hearing more and more people, you know. Today, she was like, had her friend, for those of you that just got here, she had her friend, you know, really angry, really aggravated, and she was trying to debunk something and trying to silence anyone that doesn't say exactly what she says. So she went on, and I just went on TikTok and I said, but that's not the DFS report you're reading. You're reading the supplemental report. She had put that in a couple of times, and she said something about Munchausen's by proxy, and I typed in she didn't, you know, she wasn't a victim of Munchausen's by proxy. And a couple of other things, but nothing like inflammatory, just facts. And then I got blocked on TikTok. So that's it. That's it. That's it for me. That was hilarious, seeing her on the floor. Even funnier when the cop says, you're on the floor. Yeah, and they both should know by now what the dark always comes to light, and the only way to expose evil people is to get them to expose themselves, as they always do. Yeah, I believe it. Joanna said, I want a t-shirt that says, I want a lawyer. Yeah, she was, she really thought she was going to walk out of that interrogation. You know, speaking of that, I want to just I want to see if I can show you something. Hold on a moment. Hang on 1 second here. Is this the one I need? I think this is the one I want. Let me just get to her. I want to see if I have her where she does that to her arm. Let me just see if it's here.
Apparently what we said, we want to be told, and as soon as that thing gets so big, it goes down bottom hill and crashes into a lot of people, okay? I mean, a lot of people. Alright? Saying about some things, alright?
Then why did you want her killed?
Okay. So do you not think that we've already talked to? If I came home and told them that, guess what? They're going to wonder for the rest of their life. It's going to hurt them. You hit right on the nail on the head. So why, from the very beginning, when I talked to you, that yellow cab, okay, so you got a cab from the hotel to Greyhound. Did they drop you off and leave? Okay, so you went in there.
We went in there and we were going to purchase my ticket, but unfortunately they were sold out.
Okay.
So they said that they just fixed our tickets for the morning after.
Okay.
And that was at 7:30.
7:30 at night or in the morning?
In the morning.
In the morning. Do you remember what day that was?
On the 12th.
On the 12th. And you don't know what happened to the knife. Did he have it in his hand whenever he opened up the bathroom door?
I think maybe it was when he told her the mother died.
He had it in his hand, and
So when she was talking to that guy.
And,
It might
is that
be.
it, or do you have anybody else? Just
My middle initial is A,
okay.
and my last name is Blanchard.
BLANCHA.
Blanchard is Blanchard.
Blanchard, okay.
Then she adds a D. You see
And
that?
your date of birth,
She just added an E onto it. Did you hear that? First time it had no E, second time it had an E.
I need one because, maybe it's a long story, but,
Okay, sure.
me and my mother are Hurricane Katrina survivors,
Okay.
and, my birth certificate was washed away in Katrina,
Yeah.
and, unfortunately, they messed up, a lot of people, they messed up the paperwork, and it said 1991, but it's actually 95.
Okay. And that puts you at how old then?
I would be really 19, but on here it's my Medicaid. My medical insurance has 24.
Okay. All right. So how old actually are you? Let's get it.
Oh, there she mentions
Okay.
the insurance
Yeah, absolutely.
or
Do
Medicaid.
you know your social security number?
She's 23.
My brother carded me, but
Okay.
it's at my boyfriend's house.
Okay. We'll get that later then. All right. Now, how long have you actually lived there in Missouri?
In Missouri since 2006.
2006.
Mhm.
Okay. Do you work anywhere?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Never had work since you've been in Springfield. Did you work out in Louisiana or anything?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have family down in Louisiana?
I have some, but unfortunately we're not on good speaking terms.
Okay.
I run a con, and I just conspired to kill my mother.
And now, do you have any family here in Missouri? I'm sorry, where are the states?
Okay, I have my mom that lives in Missouri.
Okay. And is that it, or do you have anybody else?
Does friends count or not
Do
really?
friends
No,
count
okay,
as
fine,
family?
people, brothers, sisters, siblings, something like that. Okay, so are you an only child then? Okay, all right. What's some things that you like to do? I mean, what kind of hobbies do you like?
To color.
Go to
I
work?
like movies. I like animals.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't care about animals.
Certain things like that.
Where's your cats?
Well, Gypsy, you're investigating something, so I didn't talk with you about some things, okay? I
Where's
mean,
your puppy?
Police have no idea why I'm here.
Okay.
They don't understand anything.
yeah, that's fine. That's kind of what I want to hear today.
Now, this is where she does it, I think.
All those bad people, they wouldn't tell me why I'm here. I have no idea why I'm here. I'm just so scared. It's been such a tough day. And I love animals, but I don't even know where my cats are. And then I'll just leave a new puppy that I got with this guy that I married when I was in prison. But I love animals.
I'm going to just share real quick, okay? And when I'm reading this, if you understand something, I want you to stop me and say if you don't understand, okay? It's not being rude, it's not being quiet or anything, okay? And what school do you have?
Unfortunately, I was homeschooled, but my education is kind of scattered, so I'm the basic I'm a third grader.
Okay. Do you know?
Basically, I'm a
Right,
third
okay,
grader.
everything? Okay, good.
That's my style very good, but I can read.
Okay. How would you say your comprehension level is?
Good.
Good. Okay. You had to read something.
You know, it's funny, when she was talking with the other officer, it certainly sounded like she had more than a third grade education, didn't she, when she was talking about the museum and the exhibits and the St. Louis Arch and all of the stuff, but
I just have a third grade education. Unfortunately, I was homeschooled. I hardly know anything. It was kind of scattered, probably third grade, and I can't spell very well. Just a little girl.
Anything you say, kid, will be education or law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer, have your lawyer present with you or any question. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be one representative before any question, if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise your rights and not answer any questions or make these statements.
Right now she's thinking, why in the world is he reading her Miranda rights? She's not the one that was arrested. What's going on? This is all Nick's fault.
Your chances are raising. Okay. Do you have a cell phone number? No. Do you have a home phone?
My mom's phone.
Okay, what's that number?
417-833-8501.
8501. Okay. Do you ever do anything on the computer? Do you ever play games or anything on the computer? Do you ever mess with the computer or anything like that?
My parents don't really have a computer.
Okay.
A liar.
Cell phone?
Liar.
Play around on or anything like that?
Liar.
No laptop or
Liar.
game
My
watch or
mom
anything?
doesn't let me use it because it's unsafe.
Oh, really? Why did she feel like that?
What a liar.
My mom didn't let me use one because she's like, that's not safe. Not safe for you, Gypsy. You're too little. You're a little girl.
It's unsafe.
My mom tended to be overprotective.
Okay. Alright, so cable. I want to tell you that what I'm going to talk to you about, if you're involved in this, you need to tell me that now. Okay? And let me talk for a second, okay? But if you're involved in this, then you need to be honest with me, you need to tell me now, and not wait till later. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I want you to understand that there's just some things going on that you need to be made aware of, and I think that you're aware of it, okay? All right? My concern...
She's completely calculated that she took her hands and her arms out from under the blanket. She knows exactly what he's going to say, okay? And she's ready with this arm. Now you watch this. What she exposes, that bite. She knows exactly what she's doing.
At this point, let me back up something. You're here, do you know where you're at right now?
Yes.
Okay, where are you at right now?
I'm at the Waukesha Police Department.
Okay. Alright, and how did you live in Missouri, Mama, right? Okay, how did you get from Missouri to here?
Not but a week ago, it all started when I met my boyfriend Nick.
Okay.
And we met on an online dating website. My mom had a laptop.
You just said you didn't use the computer, you little liar. You're a liar.
And so I used hers.
Okay.
But
Then let me back up for just a second, okay? Earlier when I said, let's be honest with each other, okay? I'll be honest with you as long as you're honest with me, okay? And I want you to understand that your honesty goes a long ways, okay? You don't want something in this nature to be like a big snowball, we use that as an example, okay? You don't want that snowball to be so big that you don't have you pack a snowball and it's real small.
Baby Diamond, listen, she had about I think it was like an hour with a guy. It wasn't even the interrogation. She was talking to him about, he was essentially babysitting her until this guy got there. And she was talking to him about everything her mother and her have done, their Universal trips, their whale watching trips, their trips to Disney. She even lied to him and told him a story that she was involved with like this charity that went around, even though they were, working on, they're donating their time to her. She turned it around and acted like she worked with that charity and did things for sick kids and stuff. So it was where she told them, yes, how she danced at Disney. Yeah, absolutely. Through the streets. Yeah, yep.
It's bigger, okay? And what happens is you start telling lies. They get big. You don't remember which one you said, which one you told, and as soon as that thing gets so big...
But I just want to show where she wipes her nose, because it's really...
Okay? A lot of people, all right? It hurts a lot of people, right? 'Cause it's so big, it crashes and hurts. Now, if you're telling the truth, that's not going to happen, is that right? Okay, so that's kind of why I want you to be honest with me about this, okay? About some things, okay? So, we need to, I happened here, okay? Because I don't think that.
I don't think it was
this is
more than
something
2.
That you, the occasion wasn't there. You know, I don't think you're a bad person. I really don't. I think that you're a smart person, okay? I think that you know, sometimes you get dealt bad hand, and I think sometimes that's what's happening with you, okay? And I want you to understand that you need to be honest with me. And if you're involved in anything that I'm about ready to tell you, then you need to tell me, okay? Your mom's dead, okay?
Here we go.
What I want to ask you
Wait,
is,
wait,
your mom's passed away, okay? She's deceased, all right? Now, what I want to ask you, did you have involvement in this? Okay? Hang on, listen to me for just a second, okay? I want you to understand something, okay? Remember the snowball that we talked about? Remember the pencil that we talked about? I want to demonstrate something with pencil here, okay? Look at me. Look at me for just a second, okay? Sometimes people are going along, you know how you got a pencil. You got the lead here, you got the eraser
Look,
right here, right?
is that her feeding tube she's touching back there?
Right? Okay? And when you write with a pencil, you write your own story, right? Okay? And you take that pencil, you're writing along with your story. Well, sometimes some people make mistakes when they write stuff down, don't they?
What's she doing right here?
We've all made mistakes. You made mistakes, I've made mistakes.
Is she
right?
trying to push on her feeding
Have
tube?
you ever made a mistake in your life? And I made mistakes in my life. And hang on just a second, right? When you're writing this stuff down, all of a sudden you make a mistake. Well, what do you do with that mistake? Take that pencil and you flip it over and you start erasing stuff, okay? And you erase it and you recorrect it. And you take that pencil and then you rewrite your history story, okay? I think that's where you're at this tonight, okay? That you have a chance to rewrite your story. And I think that's what you can do. You can rewrite your story tonight, okay? Like I said earlier, I don't think you're a bad person. I really don't. You know, I don't think that's you at all. And you're not out here, you know, doing things that are so bad that nobody
No, you just had your mother murdered, had your mother killed. Not so
What
bad.
I do think, okay, what I do think is there's some stuff going on that you and I need to talk about. And why these things happen, okay? And that's where we're at with this, okay? Now, I want you to understand something. That you need to be, look at me, okay? Look at me for just a second, okay? You're in a situation where you can help yourself right now, okay? And that's what you need to do, okay? You gotta help yourself, okay? Because the more and more you let that snowball roll down the hill and get bigger, what's gonna happen is it's gonna explode. And that's what's gonna happen with you, you know? You don't want that, do you?
That's what I said earlier. I think she was trying to make herself cry. Yeah, I think you're right. Exactly. She keeps touching.
Okay, and I think that's where we're at with all this, right? What happened with your mom that night? Okay, just listen to me, okay, sweetheart? You know what happened to your mom, okay? You know exactly what happened, sweetheart. Let's not go down that road of taking your pencil and writing a bunch of mistakes in. And then when you get to a certain point, that paper's gone, and guess what?
Look, there you go. Watch.
You can't erase it anymore. Do you want that? I don't think you do. I think you're smart enough to understand.
She'll do it again. She's trying to expose that
I
bruise,
think you know,
that bite.
okay? And I know that you know, all right? I wouldn't be here if I didn't know, and I know the answer to a lot of these questions, okay? I already know them, okay? I know them, and I'm giving you a chance to be honest with me, okay? Because you don't want this thing to spiral out of control, okay? Your boyfriend's in here, okay?
He's here.
He's in here, okay? All right? And do you think that we not talk to people?
No, I know.
Listen to me before you say, hold on. Do not get yourself in a bunch of lies, because what's going to happen, that snowball's going to get so huge, sweetheart, that it's going to explode on you, and you're never, ever going to dig yourself out of it. Do you understand me?
I understand.
So I want to know, okay, why?
What?
Why did you guys hurt your mom? Okay. Sweetheart, look at me.
Never hurt my mom.
Look at me. I've got kids. I've been doing this for a long time. And I want you to understand something. Don't dig yourself out. What do you think's going to happen if you go down that path? It's not a path to go down.
I don't tell lies.
Don't sit there and lie to me, because if you do, what's going to happen is it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. You're not going to remember the ones that you told other people, okay? Other people that I've probably already talked to. You understand that? Okay. Why?
She's trying to lead.
I only want you to start from the beginning. We'll talk about that here in a minute. I'm glad you're making that.
She's trying to control the conversation.
But the first thing that we need to get out, so out of the way right now, is why. That's the biggest thing. You've got friends that love you.
Of course I know.
You and your mom.
Yes.
That friends that care for you.
I know.
You know what? They're not going to allow to see that street ball. And they're asking all these questions. They're asking why. Now, help me give them an answer as to why. Okay? You have to give me an answer as to why, because they are so concerned about you.
I know. I have friends in Missouri. I know that. And, I would never hurt my mom.
Okay? So
I would never hurt my mom.
do you really want to date yourself? You're dating yourself deeper.
No, seriously, I would never hurt her.
Listen to me, okay? I don't play around with that, okay? I'm not going to play around with this, okay?
I didn't do anything.
Listen to me. Don't let that snowball get bigger, because that's what you're doing right now, okay? You had a chance, you had the opportunity right here, right now. Because once I walk out that door and that opportunity's gone, guess what? It's gone. It's just like when that paper's taken away and you're writing that pencil, you don't have a chance to erase that mistake.
We're going to jail.
You need to, your family and your friends.
Yeah,
You don't have
Marlene.
any family members, but you got a lot of friends.
Watch how she wipes her nose and she keeps that.
That's all I want.
She wants to expose that
They
bite.
still love you. They still care about you.
She was very calculating.
Listen to me for just a second, okay? All they want to know is why. And I have to give that to them because they can't sleep at night. Because they want to know why. That's all they want to know. Okay? That's all they're looking at.
Sure, I have a million questions right now.
Okay?
Please don't.
And you know what?
And Ryan and Ken will not watch these.
You know what? We can answer those, okay? But we gotta get to the bottom of why. Okay? The why. And your family, your friends are very, very concerned about you. They all love you. But guess what? Those friends are standing at the bottom of that hill.
I understand.
And that snowball.
We're going to get hit with that snowball.
Because
Because you're lying. Ma'am, you're lying.
That it's me? Why do you think that it's me? I've always done my mom and our best friends.
listen to me. Listen to me. Please don't
I know my best friend. Then why did you want her killed?
Okay. So do you not think that we've already talked to some people, okay?
Nothing about being abused, a hostage.
Liar.
My mom and I are best friends. Held against her will.
When we get to the why, then all these other questions I can answer for you, and we can get to the bottom of this, okay? And you're the person that knows the why. You're the person that knows the why, okay? And that's where we're at with it. You're the only one that knows the why. You're friends. You
Liar.
No, of course not.
Okay, then why?
May I please speak?
When we get to the why this happened,
I don't even really know what happened.
Oh my gosh.
I came here because my mother took me out of my house. She and I were having relationship problems. She wanted to stay with my girl forever. She didn't really like my boyfriend. And she was like pretty much, if you want to move to Wisconsin, then fine, go.
She wanted me to stay her little girl forever. My mother and I were having relationship problems. And she didn't like my boyfriend. And she's like, if you want to go to Wisconsin, go.
And I packed my stuff. She basically wanted me out of the house before then because we kept on having arguments. But I'm not a violent person. I've never ever hurt her. And
just like Chris Watts, reverse it. I am a violent person. I would hurt her. She told us who and what she did by telling us what she didn't do.
Our arguments stem from being with Nick. And so I just basically chose to come here. I gave him money to come here. And
Ryan, you escaped a bullet.
I said, can you please come pick me up? Because my mom's keeping my pastor soon. And so he asked his mom, can I stay with his mom and him and stepdad and little brother? His mom said, fine. So anyway, I don't think it's a date he came to Springfield, but I gave him the money to stay at a hotel. And anyway, I let him know that.
Hey, hang on a minute, okay? We're going a totally different direction here, okay? We're going to get back to where we started from, okay? You listen to me, okay? Let's get back to the why. We can talk all night long about this other stuff, but I'll sit there and I'll listen to you, and I'll listen to everything, right? This investigation is very thorough, okay? And there's a lot of whys, and you answer those whys, okay? Give yourself, what about yourself? Give yourself the peace that you need. You need all the peace inside of you, okay? You know, once you get this off your chest, you know, you're going to feel a lot better about yourself.
So-
Okay?
So, well, you saw her do it one time. She does it multiple times. She wipes her nose and mouth or whatever with the sleeve of that shirt to expose that bite. The other thing that, listening again, she is definitely pushing on her abdomen. Now, whether that's she'll feel some pain to maybe help her cry or appear that she's in distress over hearing the news about her mother, she was definitely pushing on her abdomen. And then the other thing is when she says, and there's no need for it, she says, I'm not a violent person. I would never hurt my mother. Well, he didn't call her violent or anything like that. But see, that must be something that's in her head, that she's violent, she's a killer, she's a murderer, she's a violent person who would hurt her mother. And she just immediately goes to defend that. And by telling us what she's not, she's telling us everything that she is, the same way Chris Watts did that. I didn't hurt my family. I didn't do anything with my hand. Like, it's just crazy. They tell us exactly what they did. Now, beyond that, when Ryan on Life After Lockup, do you remember the one where Ryan calls her violent or something, like playing around, and she gets really upset and she's like, take that back, don't say I'm violent. See, she has a real problem with that because it hits a nerve. It hits a nerve for her. And seeing that again just, reminds me of that, right? Hits a nerve there. And it's like, just as she was sleeping there, that was like just bizarre that she was sleeping there. She's a real piece of work.
Before that happens,
Where were you standing at? Where was he at when he said that?
I was in the bathroom with my hands over my ears like this, and he was in my mom's bedroom.
And that's when he was making that comment, you're not going to stay between me and her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How'd you get this stuff on you? How'd you get all that?
Their hickeys.
They're your stickies? Okay. How'd you get this?
That is a hickey, and that was a bruise.
What were you doing your arm?
This is a hickey. You've been honest with me this whole time now. Don't start lying to me now. What is this and how did you get it?
See, She deliberately said that was a hickey and tried to minimize it. You understand? She's playing the whole part of trying to protect her boyfriend. You see this? She's very calculated and very cunning. And this is what they might say. You may not be book smart, but you're street smart. This girl is cunning and conniving. It's just crazy. Just crazy. You've taken 3 voice analysis courses, helps with your job, and she's hard to analyze. Just, it's crazy. So have you seen the crime scene of Dee Dee's body? It's obvious she wasn't stabbed. Well, let me tell you something. I think she was stabbed in that bed. What happened is she bled internally. That's why there's not a lot of blood on the bed itself. Because, like, when it went in, it ruptured, like, her lung and her heart, and she bled out internally. And no, her nose wasn't broken. That's all because the blood did pool since she was laying on her stomach. The blood did pool around her face. And when they turned her over, there was like dried blood and stuff. And it makes it look like her nose was broken, but it wasn't. It wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, there'll be more. Let me just see something about if there was, because. See, it's so funny to see some of these people who like believed her months ago and then watched, you know, interviews and stuff and the interrogation and then completely changed their mind about it. Trying to see something here. Okay, so there's a lot of people still going on about that ultrasound and trying to say it's from April. What is this? I was trying to see something, but Agree with the Facts. Yeah, I guess that Agree with the Facts goes live a lot on TikTok. I won't know anymore because she blocked me. So, and I was going to give her, what's that big thing? A line? No, I wasn't going to. I was not going to, but yeah. I don't know. I wasn't going to give her a lion. No. I'm just being funny. All right, where is my live stream? Okay. Let me get rid of this. Okay, so you're saying the first few photos that show the top covers, they were saturated. She was also a diabetic and on heart medicine to treat that. Also, if the heart was one of the first few hits, there isn't anything to propel the blood. Yeah, good point. Good point. I think, I don't know. What else is up with anything today? Is there anything else today? I don't know why. You know, I would think that someone said that Lifetime is following Ryan, but not following Gypsy. I don't know if there's truth to that or not. But did you hear anything about, we were watching an older documentary on ID, and it said something about Dee Dee's head being nearly severed, and I had never heard that. So I'm wondering on that. Did you hear anything about that? I just have to check with something. Hold on a minute. I just have to, supposed to have a delivery. Let's see one thing here. Still don't see it anyway. Okay. So I just wanted to make sure something wasn't missing. So anyway, let me just check out what's going on in the rest of the world here without Gypsy, Virginia mom missing more than a year, found dead on her own property. 16-year-old girl in California disappeared on the first day of school on August 12th. Wow. Oh my gosh. A dismembered body found burning in a shopping cart this month was a tenant of an apartment where his severed body parts were later discovered. And they said they were in a crock pot, severed hands full of bleach. People are just really, I don't even know. Just one thing after another. It's horrible. And this stuff with these little kids that are being killed by their parents, babysitters, caregivers, it's horrendous. But let me look at something. Somebody was saying to me in the comments, I kept asking about that little Chihuahua that Gypsy had like a death grip on with her mother in that one picture. When and I said, you know, what's up with that? And you know, what's up with that? And then somebody said something like that was a birthday party for that little Chihuahua. But whose dog was it? Was that for Gypsy? I'm going to look at that. Gypsy Rose Blanchard. It's this one. It's this picture. And let me pull this over. She literally has like that poor dog. You see this? It's like she's got it like it looks scared to death. Whose dog is that? Somebody said it was a birthday party for that dog. That dog looks scared to death. Trying to see if I can. I don't know. You know, I'm looking at something from 2016. It's interesting when you go back and look at old things. And it says, this, listen to this, it said, Dee Dee became particularly close with some people across the way. There's a single mother, Amy Pinegar, and her 4 children. And Dee Dee would tell them everything. She would say she was from a small town in Louisiana, but she had to flee her abusive family. And said that Gypsy had been burned with cigarettes from her grandfather. And they said that Gypsy's father was a deadbeat, alcoholic drug abuser who had mocked his daughter's disabilities, called the Special Olympics a freak show. And as Amy had understood it, that he never sent a dime, not even when Dee Dee and Gypsy had lost everything in Hurricane Katrina. But see, that was part of the grift, right? She wasn't going to say that she had a husband that would, that was part of her grift. So anyway, they went, this person drove Dee Dee and Gypsy to the airport. She would buy them things from Sam's Club. And they went on charity trips. They met Miranda Lambert through the Make-A-Wish Foundation. They went to Disney World. And this neighbor said sometimes she was even jealous of them. But they said that Rod had said something I wanted to see. Okay, and here's the other thing, that Aaliyah, the one that the mother blamed for those messages that were sent to Rod and to Mia, she said she knew Gypsy had tried to meet men online before. In spite of Dee Dee saying Gypsy had the mind of a 7-year-old, okay? Aaliyah's saying that's not true. She had a lot of thoughts about romance and sex. Let's see here. And she, Gypsy was telling Aaliyah all about Nick Godejohn, and that they've been communicating for over 2 years. He didn't care she was in a wheelchair, and that she was going to marry him, and they were both Catholic, and they agreed on their names for their kids, and she was going to casually meet him at the movie theater, and then hoping they could be open about their relationship, saying they met at the movie theater. Right? But I still haven't found out about this dog. Which makes me a little bit concerned. I think my hold on a minute, my Chrome went down. Where's my Chrome? There we go. But can anybody tell me about this dog? That for somebody was saying something in the comments. Sorry, I'm trying to get back to the live chat. Okay, hold on a second. I don't know what's up with this, but it's driving me a little bit nutty. I'll close something over here because it's acting crazy again. Sorry about this. I'm trying to get back to the chat. I'll have to grab my phone and look at the chat there if this doesn't want to cooperate with me. And I'm just going to try to shut this one and see if I can just open this again. I'm just going to close it all down and then reopen it. It's really wanting to be a jerk. Okay, hold on. Let me just reopen everything. Totally new window. Gotta love the technology. It's so fun when it freezes you, huh? Uh-oh. Okay, I'm not going to touch anything until it stops freezing because I'm frozen. I'm frozen. No, I'm not. I'm not going to do anything until it stops. Crazy. It's not 1, 2, but here it goes. Now it's opening twice, so. So yeah, remember my question is, what about that dog? All right, here we are. Okay, so now it's saying I'm not experiencing. I hope they have. There's not that stupid thing with StreamYards where. Can you guys hear me? I think that's what the shed was used for. Wait, what's going on? She told him. A box of Huggies was in the shed. I've read where DG justified the E added to Blanchard and Gypsy ad change was because they were fleeing from an abusive husband and father. Okay, because I thought it was that crazy thing. Remember when a few months ago and it kept shutting off? It's saying that YouTube is not receiving enough information to maintain. Okay, so let me just check my Streamlabs because the last time, remember, it was not doing enough, it was dropping frames. I'm trying to see what it says here. It says your stream quality is good. On my other thing, so I don't know why it's doing that on YouTube. Now I can't minimize Streamlabs. Okay, that's so weird. I don't know why it's doing that. Serious issues that need attention, it's telling me. I don't know. It's weird. You can hear me? Okay, I'm not gonna get all freaked out about it. So does anybody know about the Chihuahua? I just want to know, because somebody said in the comments it's some kind of somebody's birth. It was the dog's birthday party or something. So whose dog is it? Hi, Jen Grell. Oh shoot! I'm back in top chat. Anybody know whose dog it is? Nobody? Oh, so it's lying. Okay. It's like Gypsy even? No. All right. Let me see. Remember this dog? This dog like barely had any fanfare on the show. It was, they said, oh, they're going to see how you go to the breeder and everything. They didn't even show that at all. It's ridiculous. And then now she just left it that day. But you know what? The dog is much better off with Ryan. Much better off. Let's see. Oh, did you hear that Jennifer Lopez filed for divorce from Ben Affleck? They've been only saying it for like a year, right? Exactly. And she asked the judge to deny Ben Affleck any spousal support. Chew. Sorry, excuse me. Chew. Oh my gosh. I'm going to sneeze again. Hold on. Okay. Let me see what else, if there's any other celebrity. Oh, so did you see my other short where People magazine is calling Gypsy and Ken and Gypsy celebrities? Celebrity pregnancy and lose, celebrity families. Did you guys see that? Yep. So, Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez tried it again, and it didn't work again, right? Let's see. Ben Affleck. And watch him get back with Jennifer Garner. Since he's going back to his exes, right? I don't see much going on other than that. Let's see. Nope. Nope. All right. So let me go back to where, if I can see if I can find anything about Gypsy. There was something else I wanted to look for. All right, let's see here. Is anyone in the, besides on social media, has anyone in the like mainstream media reported on things that things are not what they appear, and about Gypsy, or is it still being broadcast that she's a victim of Munchausen's by proxy? Okay, she earned her GED in prison. Oh, and says she has studied photography. That's what she said. Let me see here. Hold on. See what it says about her schooling. Her stepmother started with the interviews and stuff in 2018. I think she's, let's see here. Trying to see here. Where did it just say about Gypsy had been made to believe she was just 18 or younger. Really, she was 23. She knew how old she was. She knew how old she was. So I'm seeing that, like, even like recent things are still perpetuating. But here's something. Listen to this. This is right after she got out of prison. She said that I feel like I'm a baby bird on the internet. Baby bird. Let's see this now. Let's see. I want to see this other thing. When she was asked back in January that there were an incredible amount of times when family or professionals could have stepped in and removed you from your mother's care, do you have any insight? She said, I think a big part of it that there were people that had suspicions, family included, but nobody wanted to rock the boat, you know? So it wasn't brought up by other people. It wasn't talked about. And that's just my opinion about it. They were making money off of me, so I think that in their profession, I think that came first. So what she said is that the doctors and everything, this is what she said. She said that they were making money off her, so they just kept it quiet. And then about CPS, she was asked about why CPS came to her house one time, and she said they did come to my house, and basically they're asking me the wrong questions. So they're like, show me your arm, your legs, and they were checking for bruises. And at that point, my mom never hit me. They wasn't asking, it says it, they wasn't asking the right questions to me. So nothing was done, nothing. There was no follow-up or anything. They came one time and they closed the file. Someone said, if I recall our conversation, this interviewer, this happened in the Habitat for Humanity house on Volunteer Way. I think that's when CPS came. I believe you're telling me your mom became more paranoid about strangers and put bags over the windows. And she said she became increasingly more paranoid after the CPS visit and went as far as to remove the doorbell and the door because she was so paranoid about them coming back. Like the doorbell's going to stop them. She was still telling a lot of lies, getting out of prison, a lot of lies. I'm just looking at some of this stuff. Let's see. And for me, I'm just coming out of prison for 8.5 years, and everyone is well aware of my story. I'm very new to social media. I'm on a learning curve right now. So when I comment or even like someone's post, I have to realize that it will be seen by millions of people. I have this huge platform which I can use for good. It's kind of like a superpower. Wow. On the downside, there's people making fake accounts in my name, scamming people. Isn't that funny that she's talking about scamming people? There's a rumor going around that I'm pregnant, which is not true at all. It's so much, so many eyes on us. It's overwhelming. Let's see. There was something about triggers. People talk about how the medical community failed you. I see the school system failed you. She said, I'm really shocked. That never happened. I remember a doctor saying, only homeschool? And my mom would say, oh, she's homeschooled. We're registered. And then back then, this is Jen, where she said, now this is the new Gypsy. And let's form this new identity for me and see what I can do. See the power of my voice. I've already used the power to share my story for myself. Let's see if I can share maybe other people's stories and give them a voice. Well, that didn't work out so well, right? Okay, let me see what else here. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so this is from 2017, and it says Bobby Petrie, who's in the HBO documentary, Dee Dee's nephew, and the owner of Southern Sting Tattoo in Louisiana, said, let's see, is there any suspicion? They asked him that Dee Dee may have contributed to your grandmother's illness in some way. He said, yeah, later on, you think about it, you're like, yeah, that totally makes sense. She was not feeding my grandma, and she wasn't bathing her when my grandma was in the bed sick. I thought it was diabetes that killed her because she'd got bitten by a brown recluse spider and they had to dig out this wound on her leg, and it wasn't healing because of her diabetes, and it continued to get worse. I think Dee Dee might have played a role in that somehow. And Dee Dee was also poisoning your step-grandmother, right? Yeah, and I think she still suffers for, well, that's what they say. They said that Dee Dee was putting Roundup, a weed control substance, in her drinks or something. But we don't know that that was ever proven, right? Let's see. Did your dad actually know Gypsy could walk? He said, yeah, we all did. We all did. They all knew she could walk, okay? But there's something here at the end of this when he says, do you know if Gypsy's getting any psychiatric care or access to a counselor in prison? He says, no. That's what I had messaged Rod back and forth, and we were talking. And actually, Rod came and visited one day, and we were talking about how he was trying to get her, at least, if nothing else, a phone call, because she does get phone calls. She could get some psychiatric help over the phone, at least get things started. Because just retraining her brain is going to take a long time. And then, I know that. Trying to see what. That's not what I'm looking for. So I'm not going to find out about that dog. I don't think I'm going to. Let me see if I can find something older, like much older. Much older. I'm not having any luck finding anything about that little Chihuahua. So if anybody finds it out about that Chihuahua, let me know. I'm not going to waste any more time looking for that. She was offered therapy in jail, but she refused it, right? The picture above has a filter on it, like 99 of the rest. Yells to me she's unhappy with who she really is, like we can't tell. Yeah, I mean, she's constantly doing that. There's a lot of people that play around with filters, but I think there was one that Gypsy posted like right after her makeup artist was there, and it was totally filtered and everything. Meanwhile, she had like the picture before it was the makeup artist, or it was like a video of it, so it was a little weird that she did that. But hi, Kikoru, how are you? Cute kitty, how are you? So your cat had given birth yesterday to 2 baby kittens. Unfortunately, one didn't make it and passed away. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope the other one grows up nice and strong and healthy. J-Lo filed for divorce on her 2-year wedding anniversary. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, so yeah, I'm not finding anything about that other little dog. So if anybody wants to tell me, hello, it's Bank. If you do find out, I think there was one person in the comments that said something. Maybe they know. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. You know, I don't know. I mean, sometimes it's fun for people put funny filters on or whatever to do something. That's okay. I think everybody does that every once in a while. But if every single solitary photo you take, you've got to like put it on like big time. Yeah, I agree. Then, you know, it's definitely not the real you. And if you're somebody that's in the public eye and then you go out and people see you, it's crazy. Yeah, give us an update on the other kitty. Let us know. But what else is going on? Tomorrow I have to make some more interview appointments. What do I have coming up? So what did we have tomorrow? Next week. Oh, I've got to go to the dentist on Thursday. On Tuesday, I have another interview, and Friday, I have a woman and a man. And then I've just started filling in for September. So that's filling up already, too. So I've got, sorry about that hello. Why are you sorry about that hello? Don't be sorry. I have someone on the 10th, someone on the 17th, and I'm booking now for the 6th, 5th, 12th. I'm probably going to firm those up tomorrow. And then I have this week is kind of busy for me. Tomorrow we're going to be having an auction, community sale. Thursday, Friday. Okay, so that's what I've got there. Carolyn, a Heart Made Wise sent she sent an email about the pets? Okay. I didn't even see a Heart Made Wise. Where is she? Let me open my email. Thank you for the email, Mickey. Okay, but those are the cats. I know the cats. But what about the cats belonged to Dee Dee Blanchard and her daughter Gypsy. Moo Moo was an overweight, short black-haired cat, and black and white house cat, and Boo Boo is a slender, long black hair. Both are female. Deputies found the animals outside of the family's home, so she just left them outside. There is no room at the animal control. They were brought to the Humane Society, where one of them is still waiting for a second chance. So then they weren't even adopted out together, and Gypsy's acting like it was so great. Such a happy ending. Moo Moo's story has a happy ending. The more outgoing of the pair was adopted after a few days. it said, and taken in by a family dealing with some personal issues. It's helping a young boy cope with a recent trauma. But what about the other cat? Yeah, but this is not, I want to know about the Chihuahua. See, that's what I want to know about, is the Chihuahua. And I'm not finding out. Nobody knows about that Chihuahua, who it was or whatever. I want to find out about that Chihuahua, Heartmate Wise. Thank you for that. But that Chihuahua that they have, she has like a death grip on. That's what I'm trying to find out. Somebody said in the comments last night, I think, that it was a birthday party for that dog, but I don't know why or what. Because I said carpo in. Oh, that's all right. I didn't even notice. Don't worry about that. So, way up there. The Chihuahua pup was never their dog. Okay, but whose dog was it? Where did that dog come from? I'm just trying to find out where that dog came from. That's all I'm trying to find out. Where did that dog come from? Does anybody know? It was a friend's dog. That was as far as I could find on that. Further down, it says nothing is known about him. Okay, it was a friend's dog. It was a friend's dog. All right, I don't know, it was a friend's dog. It was a friend's dog. Got so many books here. So, what else? Time is it? It's already 3 something. And I've got a really busy day. I'm going to try to get some stuff packed up tomorrow. I really have to get to that because I've been so busy these last few days with other stuff. And today, just one thing after another. So let's end the night with a daily word game. And you could still talk to me about the case when I play this because I can do both things. If there's something specific you'd like me to look into regarding Gypsy, you can tell me and I can try to get something together. Like if there's any documents or something you want to take a deeper look at, let me know what it is and I can... You stopped looking after learning it wasn't their dog. Yeah. I just... You know, Gypsy wanted to get a husky, right? She told Ryan in the beginning she wanted to get a husky. Didn't she say that to Ryan? And I'd like to go look at that episode again because Brian was telling her, remember how she like flipped out just because he just told her like just like a dog's gonna need a lot of care. Like that was nothing out of the ordinary, like what he said, and like she like flipped. I'm not a child. I'm not a child, Brian. Well, you sure act like one and you talk like one. I don't know. She's just. Oh look, Dee Dee. Dee Dee. But yeah, I don't know. You know. Is a gaming channel? You're on a break from your studies? Oh, did you? You're a gaming channel? Okay, I'll have to take a look at that, Ministina. See, I'm calling you Minnie. Why am I doing that? Oh my gosh, this is not letting me go where I need to go. Your videos, oh, Roblox, okay. Needles, okay. All right. Yeah, we do this because a lot of the topics we cover here, are heavy, and this is like a good place to just end the night with, thinking about something else a little bit. But if there is something that you want me to cover, I might look at that adaptive Kate a little bit. I don't know. Would anybody be interested in hearing about what happened there with that adaptive Kate and those lies? Let me know. And if you're watching on the replay, let me know in the comments if you want to go down that rabbit hole. If you There we go. So yeah, let me know if you want to go down that adaptive Kate rabbit hole along with this. You know, I mean, it's not going to be as, because you have the interrogations, and the interrogations are when you can really, really see Gypsy is just a prolific liar, right? Yeah. Well, I appreciate the conversation. I appreciate the company. I'm glad you stopped in. Hope that you'll stop by the community sale tomorrow, and then we'll have a true crime after that. And I hope that you all have a good night. And stay well. God bless. Prayers. Love you guys. Be good. Thank you for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.